here or disconnect or whatever, it's storming outside.
Ah,
You'll know why.
it's
Alright.
scary outside.
It's
Scary!
Oh, I
He's so
did.
As long as the
scary!
Waffle House doesn't close, we'll be fine.
If the
It's been streaming
stream
a
goes
lot
out, that'll be
recently,
real
honestly.
scary.
Like I'm streaming quite a lot in this area.
Alright.
Up here too.
It'd be stormy. It's been real stormy.
Storm like the past 2 weeks, and it's supposed to storm for the next week.
Oh.
Yep.
All right, so are we ready?
As ready as we
Maybe.
can be.
Right.
Mentally or physically?
Mentally,
No.
physically.
No.
Considering it.
We're
I'm
starting.
thinking about it.
So, last time in Dungeons and Dragons,
From my prime.
the group making their way into the Shadowfell, finding hidden maps, following those maps, encountering dangers, and smartly counteracting those dangers to get to the locations they desired. Eventually came across a hidden away group that was a rebellion to the king of the Shadowfell. The king eventually learned to be an old ally of Eonkoth, known as Eowyn. Known as Eowyn Slaughteron. You had then been tasked by the rebellion to destroy one of the control crystals erected nearby that allowed those who are in control of some of the monsters that reside within the Shadowfell, allow them to contain control over them. So by destroying it would release the monster's control and destroy a portion of the army of the Duran Kingdom. Going through an illusionary floor and traveling down, you all had made your way into sight of this encampment. After which you had two people, you had Orla and Reed, do a scouting mission while invisible thanks to the help of Raz into the encampment. Afterwards you all had come back. You all had come back together and talked to each other about what was within the encampment, and thanks to the help of Raz's magic and the powers of his staff, the entire party had gone invisible. And thanks to the spell connecting everybody's mind together, you all were able to successfully delve into the very center of the camp, where there was many very powerful creatures within the center guarding this crystal, and the party itself had a surprise round to do as much damage to the crystal and managed to fell one of the handlers who was controlling one of the creatures, freeing the death giant shrouded one. Whether it is in allegiance to you or not is yet to be seen, but the party now finds himself still within the center of battle, trying to destroy the crystal to free all of the other creatures currently within control. So first, we come to initiative count 22, which is all of the creatures dotted yellow.
Oh boy.
Dotted yellow.
Lello.
Yes.
Yellow.
Lello.
There's only like there's like 3 that are yellow.
Yeah. So
One
they
of them's
cannot
dead.
do much because they are kind of far away. Because you managed to kill the one that was close by.
Yes.
So this one is going to dash action and come here. These two as well. are going to dash down, leaving that to be the end of their turns. They can do nothing else. They're running towards the adversaries that just showed up and started attacking the crystal. Reed, it is now your turn. You had, in the last round of combat, you had dealt a heavy blow into one of the handlers right nearby who are known to be in control of these. Some of them are in control of creatures, some of them not. You had dealt with one right nearby the group, giving a heavy slow, and then Zinc had come by and finished them off. What is it you're doing?
Cool. So I wasn't here last session, so I don't even know what the fuck is going on.
Oh yeah,
big-
good. We had that that little
Yeah.
preview.
So you're there is
read
there
that.
is these
Big
people.
crystal control all.
Yeah, all of these people that are in the black armor are known as handlers. They are using the power of this red crystal to control the giant monsters of the Shadowfell. You have been tasked with destroying the red crystal, which releases all of the monsters out of the control of the handlers and causes portions of the army within a 20-mile radius of the red crystal to suddenly be attacked by the monsters they are controlling.
And who is that?
That is Rat. So this one right here is Raz, an ally, and this one right here is Orla, also an ally.
Okay. And what are those?
Those are known as Bodox. Let me actually. Okay.
And are they pro?
They're yes, they did get recently knocked. They got knocked prone by something, but I can't remember. I do. Sora, who is not here, rolled low enough on the wild magic table and they got an ability. Multiple creatures within their sight got knocked prone, so they knocked prone the two Bodax, this handler, and this creature over here, known as a cadaver collector.
Question. Can you flank the crystal?
No.
Damn. And prone is automatic advantage, right?
Prone is automatic advantage, yes.
Or melee attacks, ranged attacks are at disadvantage.
Yeah, melee range attacks are disadvantage, melee attacks are advantage.
And I get sneak attack on advantage.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. I think I'm gonna deal with these guys before they become a problem. Which I can do that. How long are they prone for? Just this turn? Until they get up, yeah. Never mind.
Until their turn, then they can stand up.
Okay. I'll move there and. Oop. Why can't I can't grab my token.
1 second.
Elbows
Wait,
Control
can I?
G.
No, I can't.
There you go. That should work now.
Is that my token? That's my token.
Wait, there's two of
I'll put that over there.
them?
It's just getting out of hand. Now there are two of them.
There's two!
Okay, I'm on. Stab
Am
this
I
guy.
seeing double?
Let's have that one. Go ahead, make an attack roll.
Shaboing. I don't think that was advantage. I'm gonna roll again.
We'll take the first damage. We'll take the first damage rolls, but go ahead, roll again just to get the attack number.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the 18 will hit.
So that is 69 damage. Nice.
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 Yeah, they had been hit previously, so you immediately run up, and this one immediately you just you see it like something in its eyes is trying to lock eyes with you and do some sort of effect, but right before it can do that, you just sword right into the center of the skull and then bring it down through the rest of the body.
Alright. And then I would get a soul token from that, which will immediately shatter and send a necrotic energy into the other one.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Right,
Damn.
so roll
Hell yeah.
3d12.
3d12, yes. 20 damage.
20 damage. The necrotic energy shoots off like a singular crackling strand of necrotic energy immediately slams into its side, and you hear it wail slightly, reacting to the pain, but it is still holding on, but barely.
Damn.
Is that the end of your turn?
I almost have a bonus action I can do. Cunning action.
Yeah, your cunning action would be dash, disengage, or hide.
Yeah. So I think I'm going. So are we treating it as in you can't walk over this, or can you walk over this?
So
Are they forced to go to the stairs?
yeah, this is a 20-foot tall. This is a 20-foot tall segment. So the stairs
Okay.
are how you get up to the crystal. Otherwise, it is a 20-foot tall wall.
Since that guy wanted to do something to me, I probably don't want it done to me. I'm going to run over, bonus action, a cunning action dash, and be on the other side of Eon Cath.
Alrighty.
I would rather have a hunk of metal between me and that.
Fair.
Understandable.
Fair enough.
And that'll be my turn.
All right. Next is Soro's turn. Now, I have been given special instruction
Oh.
from David. They are to play defensively for their allies, and if I am to roll a natural 20, they said that they need to do silvery barbs, which I will make sure to have you all let me know to check if the range is available.
Don't worry, I'll work on my silvery barbs fucking interjection like it's Phoenix Wright. Silvery barbs! The fucking cornered music starts playing.
That's a great image in my head. I love that so much.
However, there's not too many defensive moves they can do here. But I remember him talking about doing Storm Sphere before. I'll let you guys vote. Do you want Sora to do Storm Sphere or Shatter?
I don't know what Storm Sphere does.
I'm pretty sure Shatter deals increased damage to inanimate objects.
Does it?
Hold up.
Wait, really?
If I remember correctly.
The description of Shatter: each creature within a 10-foot radius, Constitution saving throw. A creature deals 3d8 thunder damage on a failed save, or half as much as a careful
Excuse
one.
me.
A creature made of inorganic materials such as stone, crystal, or metal has disadvantage on a saving throw. A non-magical object that isn't being worn or carried also takes damage if it isn't in the spell's area.
Non-magical.
It is a magical creature. It is a magical stone. It will take damage. It's not gonna get a save.
Con save.
But Storm Sphere as well. Storm Sphere, you create a sphere that remains its concentration. You create a sphere for the storm's duration. All creatures with inside must make a strength save or take 2d6 bludgeoning. The sphere is difficult terrain, and until the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on each of your turn to create a bolt of lightning damage. That's a ranged spell attack of 60 feet from the center of the storm. So the storm's difficult terrain is 20 feet, but I can shoot a piece of lightning from 60 feet of the center.
I mean, difficult terrain is nice. Especially if we don't want them coming near us.
And you have advantage on the attack roll with the lightning bolt if the creature is within the sphere. You want Shatter or do you want Storm Sphere?
Um,
I feel like Storm Sphere is pretty good.
I mean, I'm feeling it too.
Mm-hmm.
However, I'm do
Yeah.
Shatter like later.
Yeah.
All right, they will spend a 4th level spell slot to cast Storm Sphere at a 20-foot radius circle. They will cast it here. So if somebody wants to outline that for me real quick.
Not it.
Alright.
I don't know how to do that.
Don't remember.
I mean, could just draw it, I guess.
Yeah, you have to.
Where is it? Where's the fucking draw tool?
Ellipses.
Oh, that's not. Shit.
Good lord.
Girl, what are you doing?
I'm trying over here.
Kind of.
Didn't think this through.
What is happening over there?
Okay.
How does one make how does one delete one's thanks?
Tiny fucking black cat came in. Well, that's lingering. I'm still gonna put this circle here.
That's pretty
But that's
alright.
sticking around right now. So, as an action, Sora will have to take 3 steps this way to see that. But then they will make an attack roll. Range spell attack have advantage against the creature if they're within range. So they are going to go ahead and use a lightning bolt at advantage. Uh, 19 will hit. And the person also needs to make because they are within the sphere, just for more damage, they also need to make a strength saving throw. Which they will fail, so the creature will take 2d6 bludgeoning and 4d6 lightning. $15, 18, 22. The person will take 22 points of damage from being within the sphere and getting struck by lightning. And that is action, bonus action. Sora is concentrating on that. They moved 15 feet. They moved 10 feet, and they'll move 10, 20, 30 here. So that's into Sora's turn. Next is this guy's go. He's going to spend half of his movement to stand up, which means he only has 15 feet of movement left. So he is going to run towards Orla with their movement and make an attack roll. That will not hit Orla, so they swing and just barely miss Orla in their attack. But now it is the Cadaver Collectors.
Oh boy.
Hello. Welcome XWX is chat canon in this campaign.
So This one is going
Unless the
to
characters
step
become aware
forward
of
and
chat.
use
Technically, no, I suppose, but
use its paralyzing breath
hello, welcome to Oku.
in a
If you guys are
30-foot
having a good day.
cone,
We're in the middle of an intense fight,
which will hit
Oh.
both
trying to
Kenshi
destroy the
and
big red
Orla.
crystal.
Kenshi and Orla, I need you to make Constitution saving throws.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Orla is going to fail.
Con save. Second. Didn't prepare my dice.
Imagine not having your dice prepared. Me, who doesn't even have his dice out.
18.
18, you will just succeed.
Wow.
So, you feel... You watch this cadaver collector, which is a giant metallic body with multiple bodies stabbed onto and collected and pierced onto the back of this mechanical creature. Suddenly, the faceplate splits open and this gasish essence spits out. Kenshi, you instinctively hold your breath as it begins to dissipate, but Orla, in the middle of the stress, is taking deep breaths and then suddenly locks up as Orla is now paralyzed.
Oh god.
Don't do that.
Please?
Hey, stop it.
Hey,
This
no.
guy
Please
is going to
don't.
use half of his movement to stand up. Cone, which means he can only move. What is the range of his? Unfortunately, he is able to move here, but he is not able to reach Orla. But Orla is currently paralyzed.
Hmm.
At the end of that turn, it is now Red Node, which is the Shrouded Death Giant.
Right.
Now, the Shrouded Death Giant in the last turn had its handler slain and went from a state of almost a glazed over look to a point of realization. Looking around at the group, is going to use its frightening teleport, which allows it to teleport 40 feet to an unoccupied space. So it's going to teleport within the sphere here. However, it will have to make the strength save. Natural 20. It will make the strength save, taking no
Jesus.
damage from the storm. But now the two Banderhobbs and the handler will now have to make wisdom saves. We have to make wisdom saves or become frightened. And this is it using its bonus action. Alright, so the Banderhobbs will fail, but the handler will succeed. So the Banderhobbs are now frightened of the Death Giant. But that was its bonus action. It is now going to use its Reaping Scythe actions.
Actions.
It can make either 3 Soul Bursts or 3 Reaping Scythes attacks.
Hell yeah.
Whoa.
Fuck him up.
The first one's going to miss. Second one's going to hit. The third one's going to miss. However, using this massive stick with a necrotic crystal stacked on top, with the one attack that hits, the creature that it hits is going to take 7d10 necrotic damage. Just make sure I get the proper initiative so I can know exactly which person I'm going to mark off. All the way down here. Takes 10, 20, 29, 38. It goes from 38 to 41, 49. 49 plus 7 is 56. 56 points of damage.
Gamblage.
Of necrotic damage, as taking this massive scythe and slamming it down near, just scraping them across with one. The handler being heavily damaged but still standing. That will end the Shrouded Death Giant. Kenshi, it is now your turn. You are currently blessed by Basil.
Right.
Yeah.
I forgot.
You
about
feel
that.
a nice cozy warmth.
Remind me what the blessing does again.
You get 1d4 to attack rolls and saving throws.
Mm-hmm.
1d4. Okay. Hell yeah.
This is good. 1d4 doesn't sound like a lot, but 1d4 is a lot.
Yeah, that definitely is. Speaking of which, hold on, let me prepare.
Which also, I do need to remember to clarify with Respi, your item for your resistance, what are you currently resistant to, or did you in your last long rest change it?
So, my
There's something
brain
I
is
need-
not functioning right now. I honestly could not tell you.
So do you want to reapply it?
I completely forgot the elements, so.
Do you have the link to it anywhere in your...
Pull it up.
I'll find it
Look
real
it
quick. Kenshi, you take
Open
your
up the
turn.
web.
Figuring out what I would want to do. If there's any bonus I should use right now. I think I'm just going to move up. Especially after seeing what happened after that one handler died. And what was it, the Death Giant? Freed?
The Death Giant, the Shrouded Death Giant, yes.
Shrouded Death Giant. Kenji's gonna move up beside
Orla?
Orla, thank you. Move up beside her and strike at this handler right here.
Alright. The handler is currently untouched,
Mhm.
but you may make your attacks. Do you want
Yep.
to use one of your abilities for
Fighting
it?
spirit.
Your fighting spirits, or
So with the blessing at the extra D4 to attack, is that per attack?
per attack?
Like, because I
yes.
have 3. Okay.
For
Oh.
every attack roll and every saving throw you make, you'll get a D4 as long as she maintains concentration. But the fighting
Okay.
spirit will give you advantage.
Advantage,
So you
right.
get advantage plus a D4.
Yes, your advantage also gets D4.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
point. Yeah, I'll do that. So I will use a fighting spirit, which I think that also, correct me if I'm wrong, gives me a bit of temporary hit
you-
points. Yay!
Yeah, it will refill your temporary hit points because you're currently at lower than the amount that would give you.
So I get an extra 10.
Yeah, and it's not like so you would get if it says it gives you 10, you would only have 10. Like
Hmm.
yeah, temporary hit points. Yeah, temporary hit points don't add on to each other. You can't have 5, and then if something says it gives you 5 temporary hit points, you don't now have 10. You then now have 5.
Okay. So I have 10 temporary hit points.
Yes.
So I will, with advantage, I guess, roll. That is a actually. Hold on. So that's a dirty 20, and that is yeah. That was a nat 1. So thank gosh I had.
Dirty 20 for the first one will hit.
Yep. I guess it doesn't matter to roll the extra 4 there. Let's see how. Actually, let's see. Just out of curiosity, what I would have gotten. An extra 3. 23. Anyways,
23 will hit.
wow. So the second attack
Second attack.
is a 19 plus 1, another dirty 20.
Dirty 20 will hit, and then roll your second dice because of the advantage as well.
True. That's a dirty 20. Again, what the fuck? Okay.
Damn.
So yeah,
Nice.
that's
Alright, so the second attack will hit.
What the actual fuck? I swear to God. Got dirty 20 again on the first roll. Second roll.
Well, it's the D4 is re-rolled for every attack.
Right. Well, okay, yeah, dirty 20 plus 1. Jesus Christ.
Wait,
So that was a 21.
dirty 20. Oh, dirty 20 because it's plus your attack, your plus to attack.
Your regular bonuses before bless.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, all 3 attacks will hit.
Yeah, all 3 attacks.
Nice.
Cool.
Do you want to spend any of your blazing blades for this?
I will spend 1 in case I need to use more later. Be a little frugal, I suppose.
I believe you still have all 3 of your blazing blades, so you still have.
Mhm.
So you would spend 1, so you still have 2 left. I'm just looking at your sheet now, and it doesn't have a separate section for the blazing blades. So it's just a mental having to remember. But I don't think you haven't spent any at this point, so you still have all 3. So
Okay.
this
Yeah,
makes
I'll
it 46
use-
fire damage on one of the attacks, or unless you want to spend more.
Gotcha. I'll roll on here because it's a little bit quicker. So damage roll. Yep, 6 there. We got 12, and then
Are you doing with Oathmaker or with
I was doing the wrong one.
Katana.
No, you're right. Shit. Clicking the wrong one.
Oh.
Why is that still there? Yeah, I was clicking Katana, not Oathmaker. 1D.
Oathmaker.
Let me try that again.
these
Alright.
attack rolls up?
Huh?
I'm just saying. So these next 3 will be the ones I'm taking. So
Yeah.
9, 16, and
Another 16. And then I'll have that last one be the flame charge.
which is 4d6 if I remember correctly.
4d6.
Yes, 4d6.
So that is a 2, 5, 5, 1.
So 13.
Yeah.
Okay, so 13 total for fire. So the 2 16s is 32. Plus the 9 is 41. 41 plus the 13 fire is 54.
Damn straight.
Hell yes.
So 54 points of damage. You immediately just run over it, immediately just slash into its chest. Bring one blade, blade strike down at an angle, one straight up, and then another straight down at the opposite angle, cutting through the armor, blood streaking through, but they're still standing, though they're definitely quite hurt.
Damn.
Ending your
Almost.
turn, it is going to be Orange Node's turn.
Orange.
So this
Orange.
guy is
Naranja.
going to dash action straight next to Zinc. But is going to be unable to do anything else. Next is the Skull Lords. So this Skull Lord, making sure I have its speed right. Yeah, this Skull Lord is going to move right there, and is going to use its 1/7 level spell slot to cast Finger of Death against Zinc.
Oh. Oh.
No!
So,
Baby!
Not the baby.
so Zinc is
baby.
With the
Zinc
music
is
coming
going
in.
Zinc is going to make a Constitution saving throw. Where's the DC? Thankfully, Zinc will save. Rolled very good, because Finger of Death is 78 plus 30.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 10. Hold on. 10. 18. 26. 34. 51 plus 30 is 81, halved because she succeeded.
God damn.
Oh my lord.
Thankfully, 81 halved would be 40,
Mm-hmm.
really, really hurting Zinc. The other Skull Lord is going to move here and cast haste on this handler. Which this handler now has a second action and is going to... Actually, no, that's the yellow, not the orange. Never mind. So that is the end of those. This handler is now this Skull Lord is concentrating on haste. Basil, it is your turn.
Alrighty. Okay.
Alrighty then.
Alrighty then. Okay. I want to cast Branding Smite. Or wait, no, that's concentrating.
That's a
Nah.
concentration, so
Okay, I
bless will
won't do
drop.
that then. I won't do that. I'll let them keep their blessed.
Really quick, Audrey, make me a Constitution saving throw.
Yay!
Oh boy.
17.
See. All right, continue.
I know what that was for, and that made me uncomfortable. Okay.
What?
Okay. Alright, I wanna smack this guy with my bag.
Alrighty.
In
You want to your bag?
If I can, I'd want to try to aim him in this direction.
Alrighty. Go ahead, make an attack roll with your bag.
Bag. Why'd you switch my screen?
Sorry.
Are you putting my bag in there? Because I have my bag in my purse in here.
In here? Where?
In treasure. It's underneath diamond.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. There you go.
So would you get to hit the Bodak?
I don't want to talk about it. It's a 2 on the dice.
Oh.
So total, what did you get? I'm assuming not
I didn't
not
roll
greater than 10.
I did not roll a d4, but I'm pretty sure that's for the actual like attack damage, right? Or is that for?
This is prone. They are prone, as their turn has not come up yet, so you would have advantage on the attack roll with a melee weapon.
Oh, okay. What is that? That's a 6.
For a total of.
I mean, with the +4 from the purse, it would be a 10.
So that will not hit, unfortunately.
Am I able to do a second attack with it?
You have 2 attacks as a paladin, so yeah. If you wanted to.
Try this again. I want to fling this guy so badly. Okay. Does a 17 hit?
A 17 will hit. Roll damage.
Yay! Okay. What do I roll for damage with the purse?
Trent, how much damage do your shields do? And did we just treat them as shields, or do we treat them as a different weapon?
I believe.
Because we're treating Basil's purse as her shield.
Yeah, we were treating them as a great club damage D8. D8 bludgeoning.
I'll say the purse, because it's just the purse. I will say the purse will be a D6.
Fair.
A d6.
I've
Yeah,
specially made
okay.
my fucking windpipe
Yeah, I'll
brushes.
say your shield will be D6 plus. Do you think it would, Trent, because you're masterful knowledge, do you think it would be for a shield D6 plus strength or dex?
Strength, you're just.
Yeah. So 1d6 plus your strength modifier,
1d6 plus my strength,
which is a 3.
which is 3. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Not with the d4?
The d4 is to hit, not for damage.
Oh, okay. Not for damage. Okay, so I would have rolled that with the other thing then.
It would not have made it.
Oh, okay.
The first attack would not have hit even with the D4,
Okay, sad.
but the second attack did hit. So
9!
9, 1 over the amount of HP it had.
Ayo.
It's you like run up to swing at it as it's like being forced, like some magical energy emanates from Sora to launch it prone. So you swing and miss as you go over top, but then you just bring it to the left, up around your head, and just as it's prone, just straight into its side, and you launch it 20 feet back. And as it launches 20 feet back, it just kind of like it not fully splits in half, but like 3/4 of the way, the center of it just rips as the force of the purse slamming into it as it launches away.
I really need
Damn.
the Lego. I really need the Lego break sound effect on my soundboard.
That would be great! Oh my god!
So that was your
amazing.
It makes
So that
brutal
was-
dismember its member.
that was your
so much
action.
funnier.
Yay.
I don't think you have anything for your bonus
Yay.
action. I don't believe you have anything you do for your bonus action.
I mean, I might as well move.
Well, you had moved.
Oh yeah, how much did I move?
Were you right?
I
Were you
think
right
I
next to
was-
Raz?
I think I was like right next to them.
So you only moved 10 feet.
10 feet. Then I could just move over here then.
Alrighty.
Yeah. I'm happy with that.
Alrighty. Next, it is Purple Token.
Purple.
He is going to.
Why he Urple?
He is going to run up these boxes and then use a dash action, clambering up the wall to get right next to Reed.
What a
Whoa.
fucking
With that,
villain.
it is also the Nightwalker's turn.
Oh,
That makes me nervous.
that art.
Now, Eon Koth,
Yeah.
because you just did a sizable amount of damage and you are to the main crystal and you are the
Yes,
one
sir.
that is easiest to see, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Is this against a Charmander or Frighten?
Technically, yes, it is against a Frighten.
Advantage. 17. 17.
Yep.
17.
That will fail.
Fuck me.
Mm.
So,
Wait, am I blessed?
you,
Am I? No, I'm not. Damn.
so you take 15 to 27 points of necrotic damage.
Ooh, you said 27?
27 points of necrotic damage. And you are considered frightened. However, while frightened in this way, you are considered paralyzed.
Phantasmal Killer?
Phantasmal Killer?
Trying to remember which one it is. There's
No.
one that's a frightened that you could just... the brain just gaslights itself.
No. That... Different. You are considered you are frightened of the Nightwalker, but you are so terrified that you are considered paralyzed.
I think that's some...
Rather problematic.
But that is the action of the Nightwalker. The Nightwalker is going to... And you see this very large, like 15-foot tall, lanky, black skinned creature with almost a black smoke coming off. It just like... feet almost slowly curl behind as it just flies up and stands right next, like balancing on this pyre.
Mm.
With that, it is the Bodak, which is dead, and now 11, which is the green nodes. this one is going to dash action and get to the other side of Zinc.
Oh shit.
Um.
The two Bodaks are just going to run forward. But not really be able to do too much else. Next is Raz's turn. Raz is within range of the Bodak, but he is not looking because Raz is focusing on the. And Raz is also familiar with Bodaks, and so is you, Ionka. So the rest of the party would not know, but Ionkath, Raz, and Orla would know to Bodaks to avert your gaze from them. The rest of the party would not know that. Raz, focusing still on the crystal, is going to use. They're going to use a token out of Gorthak's book. An ability learned from Gorthak. They are going to take 18 points of necrotic damage. And are going to cast Disintegrate again. Against the massive crystal. Which is 10d6 plus 40. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Raz just full focusing all of their firepower on the center crystal. 5, 10, 15, 21, 23, 25, 27, 29, 30. 32 plus 40 is 72.
Damn straight.
72 points of force damage doubled because the crystal is vulnerable to force damage. 72 doubled to 144.
Fuck yeah.
So 100 or 30. The crystal has large chunks taken out of it from the disintegrate, multiple cracks alongside of it. The crystal is damaged, but not exactly near destruction.
Bruh, just die already.
Please.
Orla, who is currently paralyzed, let me make sure that the repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns. So Orla now makes their save against paralyzation. A con save at the end of her turn is to just succeed. Orla immediately, like, you hear like the lungs seize up, and then as she feels, as the paralyzation immediately gets shunted off of her body, just barely.
Damn. I can't be
These are
frightened.
going by. You can't be frightened? Why can you not be frightened?
Quote, you and friendly creatures within 10 feet of you can't be frightened while I am conscious. Or a
Oh!
level 10 paladin.
Well, then you are not frightened nor paralyzed.
I was sitting there because like
Oh, goddamn.
originally I was like Aura of Protection, right? I gained my charisma mod to my saving throws. I forgot to add that in, and as I was scrolling up to find it, I was like, you and friendly creatures cannot be
I also have people
So,
have advantage on saving throws against
you-
Frighten or Charm.
You had rolled what? A 17?
17 plus 4? Plus 4, technically.
For a total of 21.
21, yes.
That would have just succeeded. So you would have taken. You took 17 damage. Which means you
So-
technically would have only taken 8. So add 9 points of health back, and you are not frightened,
Let's
nor are
fucking
you
go.
paralyzed.
I get my turn
Nice.
back. Yippee!
But that is the end of Orla's turn, as that's the end of her turn to get out of the paralyzed. Eoncuth, it is your turn. Unparalyzed, unfrightened.
Moisturize focus into my lane.
Your ducks are in a fucking row right now.
You're goddamn right. I think I just keep laying in this. Actually, no. I should just fucking kill things.
The handler, the creature that just tried to frighten you, right to the other side of Reed.
This
You
motherfucker.
could, yeah, you could bounce around
Handler.
and try to kill that, just fucking slaughter that handler if you wanted.
Oh, I absolutely could. Yeah. We're talking about this guy, right?
I'll be right
Yeah.
back.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna jump his ass.
All right, so you roll around, you just fucking book around Reed to get to the other side for advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, advantage on your 2 attacks against this guy.
Let's go.
17. Alright, both hit. Let's go. I'm gonna do 2 level 1 smites. I want him dead, but I don't want to use all my good stuff. It's a sentence. What you need to say. You don't forget. Sometimes I to remember the lyrics.
So what were your 2 totals to hit?
My lowest was a 25.
Yeah, that hits.
I was like 15
Ah.
on the dice. It is 17 on the dice. Or fucking.
Just want to make sure. Because you rolled and then you were just like getting your damage dice out. I was like, okay, let's just make sure.
I have a good feeling sometimes.
I got a feeling. Woo!
So level 1, so it's only 3d8 total for each. Stop.
Remember your proper damage dice.
I have them as my gemstone dice. Peace of mind. Friend of mine.
Don't worry about separating, just tell me the total damage.
Okay. Why so many 3s?
¿Por qué?
10. $22, $32. 40 points of damage in total.
From both attacks? 40 points of
Both
damage?
attacks. 40.
Alright. You, both attacks. Slam it in the chest, slam it to the side of the, helmet. Taking heavy hits, but still standing. Looking hurt, but standing strong. That was your action.
Ah,
Any-
damn. Suboptimal. I could have casted Spirit Shroud, but it is what it is.
Any bonus action you'd like to cast now, or
No. No, I'll be
Alright.
fine. Sure.
End of your- end of your turn? It is Zink's turn. Zink is really fucked up.
Yeah, I imagine.
Yeah.
Zink is at 28 out of 68. So, Zinc is going to use a Step of the Wind for the disengage action, so they cannot be targeted. And they're going to move 50 feet with their movement. Well, first they're going to smack one of the motherfuckers next to them because
Yeah, that sounds right.
they're very fucking rude.
How rude of them.
Using turmoil. The first one will miss. The second one will hit. 2d6 and 1d8. Oh shit! That was a very good fucking roll. 16 points of damage in one hit.
Nice.
Nice. Nice. Nice.
Nice.
Nice. Nice. Nice.
And then the disengage action and running away, sitting right next to Basil.
Good.
Fair enough.
Good.
Just coming up to you, go, you heal, right? I'm kind of hurt.
Don't you worry, child. I'll get you in a moment.
You have any ibuprofen?
Something
I got
in
a
my
headache.
something in my stomach is real fucking upset. You got any Tums?
What are Tums?
End of their turn. It is now the pink node's turn. It is going to look at the death giant shrouded one and is going to say, "Submit to me!" First,
Do you wanna do PFD or PDF?
first they are
doc?
unable to. Shut the fuck. I dropped my fucking D20 because I was about to roll a D4. God.
Oh.
Eon Koth.
Paying for my crimes of being silly.
Exactly. 2 points of damage. 2 points of damage. So first, this person is not strong enough to wield this powerful of creature alongside the two creatures. They must have first make a wisdom save to try and get the creature under control. That is cocked with almost a 17. That will succeed, but now the death giant has to make their own wisdom save to see if they succumb. With a natural 20, the death giant shrouded one will not succumb to the handler's will. The handler used their action to try to control the mind of the shrouded one, but the shrouded one, with their moan of clarity and intense anger, just shrugs off the mental control that the handler is trying to make. Now the two Banderhobs are both going to make their attacks. They're going to make their bite and tongue attacks against the Death Giant Shrouded one. Where is Red? What is? Right. Okay, just getting the health ready. And so the Banderhobs are going to make their attacks. First one. Yada yada yada. Not one of the Banderhobs first actually got to make a strength save, which they fail. So the first Banderhob, one of the Banderhobs actually takes 8 points of damage. For being within the range of the storm. but one of the Banner Hobbs is making their 3 attacks. The tongue is a natural 20, but the 2
I should find my wallet.
the 2 bites are misses. I think. Are they? We know 1 bite hits and 8 plus 5 is 13. All 3 attacks hit, actually, and one of the tongue is a crit on one of them.
Oh my.
So one of the Banner Hobbs. God
So
fucking
apologies
damn it,
if you hear my husband cackling like a fucking hyena in his office. He's playing Repo with our friend group.
Nice. I'm stacking
Fucking launch
D6s.
Okay. One of the Banner Hobbs does a shit fucking roll. 10, 16, 26 damage. And then the crit. The crit, which actually does no damage because the Shrouded One is immune to necrotic damage.
Lamau.
Oh. Well, well, well.
So yeah, the crit does nothing.
How the turntables.
The second Banner Hob, only the tongue does nothing. 2 bites. That's a fucking great roll. Another 35 points of damage against the Shrouded One. But with that comes the end of that turn. That is Bodok, who is now mostly split in half. And that turn is now the Yellow's turn.
Wow.
At the top of their turn, one of them is needing to make a strength saving throw and fail and take 2d6 bludgeoning damage. Min roll, so they only take 2 damage from the thunderstorm, but it is difficult terrain. So it is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 30 to get here. And then another... And then they can get to the opposite side of Orla, as well as this one getting to the opposite side of Orla. Only one of them gets an attack, but they have advantage against Orla for the flanking. They will hit Orla.
How rude.
How rude.
How rude.
Orla will take 16 points. Sorry, 18 points damage. But that is the damage against Orla. The other yellows. This one is hasted, so their movement speed is doubled. Immediately going to run next to Raz.
Buzz.
And make 2 attacks against Raz.
Rude.
Both of them fucking missing.
Elbozo.
Holy shit. Raz immediately realizing haste and is just like not even trying to purposely dodge, just trying to confuse them by just moving sporadically and just so happened to dodge out of the way. And Raz just goes, "Oh, fucking shit!" But gets out of the way.
What was that?
That's all of the yellows. Reed, it is your turn again. There's currently one person between you and Eonkath that just got slashed by Eonkath. Or just got bludgeoned by Eonkath and is looking kind of hurt.
Oh, is gonna get sneak attacked.
Hell.
Sneak
You-
attack.
You get your attack with advantage because they are
Kill.
Flunked.
Yeah, just kill.
very easily. Eonkath from one side, one hit to the chest,
From
one hit to the
up.
face. You, while they're distracted by Eonkath, just take your blade and just straight into the like lower back, up the front. Eonkath, you're about to get ready for your secondary round of attacks, and you just watch their head. Like the force of the sword makes the head almost like explode upwards with a blood fountain as their
Oh my
body is
God.
forcefully separated.
Good Lord, my man.
Jesus
As
Christ.
Just soaked
this
in blood.
person is no longer alive. And
I
Uh,
hope so.
Reed, you
I
watch,
hope it
like
does.
you're able to see as the Nightwalker, who doesn't really have a distinct facial like structure, is like lording over Eonkath, like about to use some sort of energy against Eonkath. Suddenly, like, kind of like recoils for a second and is like in a momentary shock. But that was your attack action, and you murked a guy. You got a holy shit! Your sneak was a 1, 9, 10, 10, 8, 6. Holy shit!
God damn.
You had
Hell yeah.
a 69 points of sneak it. 69 points
Nice.
of damage.
Nice.
No, sorry,
Nice.
68. Very close.
Oh.
Very
Just round it up.
Hey,
Just
hey.
round it up to one more.
I mean,
point.
they only had 40 health left, so yeah, you'd fine. 69.
Sure. Yeah.
So is your
Can
action.
I even tell if that guy's hostile?
You know that the monsters are controlled, and he seemed to move at the same time as the man you just killed, and after you killed him, this dude just suddenly had a heavy recoil as he was in a hostile stance. So you're not entirely sure, but after watching the Death Giant Shrouded become unhostile and attacking others, you can heavily assume that they might be an ally in this.
Okay. What do I do here?
There's the guy next to Rez. And also,
So, move over there.
Kenshin
Near
or our little our little
Basil.
clambered
Yeah, we're being sandwiched a little bit.
little sandwich.
I'll walk over there.
Nice.
Good looking, Gath.
Yeah,
bonus
Eonkath, you just kind of like this massive fucking thing lording over you.
It's
right what else,
behind
Reed?
me, isn't it?
Don't don't think about it too much. Dash away.
Alright, anything else, Reed, or is it the end of your turn?
Eonkath just fucking.
I don't think I can really do anything.
Blue tint and everything.
I mean, you could cunning action dash if you want to move further to get anywhere, or
and expose my squishy self. Is that friendly? The thing.
Yeah. This person
That
is
thing.
friendly. That is Orla. That is an ally.
That thing.
The creature over
Respect on
there.
her.
That thing.
Oh. Should we do that?
Yeah,
Just
we
found
figured
it.
this
Oh
out.
yeah, we did
last
find that
session, I
last
think.
time, I think.
We all collectively figured it out. Fucking last session. Great.
Yeah, it's great.
I mean, even if I dashed, I couldn't get there.
You also have your tabaxi thing.
I don't want to use that though.
Okay.
Funny tip actually thing.
So is that the
It
end of your-
recharges if you stand still.
It's a lot of feet you just moved.
So is that the end of your turn,
300.
Reed?
Fine, I guess I'll use feline agility, and then dash. And because some weird voice in the back of the head is telling me to. Anyways, I'll move there.
Is that my conscience talking?
With you going
I
there.
heard that in years.
End of your turn, it is Sora's turn.
Reed, I don't know how long the deviled egg has been on that wall, but you should eat that.
The longer you take,
What?
it's just going to get worse.
What does that even mean?
No.
I understood that reference.
It's a...
I understood that reference.
Sora is going to first bonus action lightning towards the take a lightning towards the person just outside of the sphere. Could I get a crit? So like you're just seeing this storm, this like circular area of just like storm energy. Like you just hear the thunderous crackling with inside of it. 4, 5, 6, 18 points of damage. Not enough to kill, but very heavily damage. Very, very hurt. The pink handler, very, very hurt. But that was the bonus action. As an action, could Wall of Stone, but that wouldn't help with Reed. Trying to be supportive, because that is what specifically you wanted me to be.
You can do it. I believe in you.
I believe.
Did they
I believe, I
specify
believe.
supportive towards us?
Yes.
Okay.
You know what? Because there's that shit going on, supportive can involve murder. Sora's gonna
It's
take.
Mike from League of Legends. He's technically a support. He's an assassin, but he's technically a support.
Sora's going to step forward and cast Magic Missile at 3rd level. So it's 6 darts towards this handler. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, and it's each D4 gets a +1. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yes. So if the number rolled, which I rolled shit. I rolled 2s and 1, 3 2s and 3 1s.
God damn.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 plus 6, which is 15. 15 points of damage, which all, like, these 6 darts fly out and slam into the person still standing but quite injured. They move 10 feet. They're going to move. Yeah, they'll just kind of hug the stairs with the people closing in and just stand right here. Next is this one. The
This
blue.
guy.
This
First,
guy.
is going to take their attack against Orla at advantage since they are flanked.
I'm gonna go grab a snack real quick.
Okay.
That will hit.
I'll be fine.
Oh, but near fucking main roll. It's 9 points of damage.
Oh no!
But now it is the cadaver collectors.
Oh boy.
So first, we check for the left one to see if their paralyzing breath recharges. It does not.
Wow.
So instead, they are going to step forward. They will step here so they get advantage against Kenshi with their slam attacks.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
The first one is a 27,
That. Yeah.
and the second one is a crit.
Great. Awesome. Cool. Neat.
So the first attack against you does.
Hello.
Hi.
Have I died yet?
You take 18 points of bludgeoning damage and 16 points of necrotic damage for the first. Yes. So you take 18 and 16 points of damage,
Okay.
and then for the crit against you,
Silvery Bard. Fucking Chucklefuck said.
True.
All right.
Forgot about that.
Let me
Yeah.
make sure. Range of silvery barbs.
Which is 60 feet, right?
60 feet. You are right.
I remember because Silvery Barbs is bullshit.
So it is not a crit, but it does still hit.
Okay.
But it is not a crit, which you're lucky.
Fucking Christ.
Holy fuck!
I'm glad it wasn't crit.
16 plus 11.
27.
You take 27 points of bludgeoning damage and 11 points of necrotic damage.
Total of 38.
You take 38 points of damage from the second attack.
Ow.
And this one is going to step forward and have advantage against their attacks against Orla. Holy fuck! What is... That one just hits Orla. Oh, I got a 1 and a 6, so it still just hit. The second one... I got 2 natural ones. I got a natural one on the first attack and a natural one on the second attack. Thank God for the advantage. So both hit Orla. So, Orla takes 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 18 points of damage. 18 plus... so that's 18, 28, 30... 30, 42, 44 points of damage total.
Oh.
Hello.
Hi.
Well,
I made it in time. I gaslit them.
What did But,
Shit's going to hell.
so pretty much, okay, one manager makes his schedules. Didn't realize that she already scheduled me to open tomorrow. And so she came and said, hey, can you do me a favor and come in early? I'm like, ooh, if I do that, can I get off early tonight? And she's like, yeah, that's no problem. So, yeah.
Fuck yes.
Nice.
I
Yeah.
need to use this real
Nice.
quick. I will let you guys explain to
So,
Zane
yeah,
everything
what-
going on while I use the restroom. real quick.
Yeah, because it has
What
been.
happened? I mean, it's like
Right.
last session and then a good chunk of this one.
We're fighting a crystal to make sure things aren't brain controlled.
Yes.
What?
Shit's currently hitting
So
the-
last thing you remember was whenever we were in the caves and we were fighting the abominations.
Yeah.
Apparition.
So
And
yeah,
we
apparitions.
ran into someone who was like, "Oh, I know you. Welcome back to hell." And I do not understand
What?
why. The one character was like, "Oh yeah, I used to live here. I'm back, by the way. It's kind of maybe not be my fault. This evil king is not a tyrant now."
Oh.
And then- Yeah,
Whenever we were left in the
yeah.
right when we were in the ceiling hole with the guys.
Yeah, with the fucking rebellion.
Yeah,
Yes.
and then it ended on a cliffhanger.
So last session we were talking to them and they were like, "Hey, we need you to go and destroy this crystal in order for us to
Prove
trust you."
loyalty. Yeah.
And so we went to go scope out the camp. We did some like looking around, scoping it out. Found out there's like handlers with like creatures. So if we get rid of the handlers, then the creatures aren't being like controlled anymore. And also we have to
So-
destroy the big crystal.
So Crystal makes the beasts be handled.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, so we need to destroy the crystal.
So we
Um,
break Crystal, beasts no longer being handled, they're back to just being wild animals.
Yeah, exactly. And they're less
With
less likely to
vendettas
attack
because
us.
they are- with vendettas because they are conscious creatures.
Yeah.
Yes. Exactly.
So
Which we've
so,
also
so
discovered.
we kick their ass. They remember that once the spell is broken and will still be mad at us and probably want to kick our ass.
Potentially.
Hopefully we hope that they're gonna want to kick their handlers' asses.
Exactly, because we found out as well if you kill one of their handlers, they will at least leave us alone and start attacking other handlers.
Yes.
So
And
they're
also-
more mad at the handlers than they are at us.
Yes,
Yes.
because the handlers basically have forced those creatures to be under the control of
Them.
like they are
in
they
order
are
to be used as
being
labor.
forced under the control of the handlers, and so if you can kill the handlers removing the control, they may not be happy with you, but they are going to be less happy with the other handlers because they know what the handlers are doing.
So their anger with us is going to be here. Their anger against the handlers is going to be up here. This is going
Okay,
to
so-
supersede anything. we
So as
do.
long as we're not in like direct eye contact, they're gonna be like, you know what, fuck those guys, and go after them.
Yeah, they're gonna be upset probably.
You were all,
As long as we leave them alone.
Hopefully.
For now.
They did also just play you as like you were fucking up a guy, and then you got surrounded and got hit with intense necrotic energy, which nearly killed you.
Wait, I'm
Um,
almost dead?
Yeah, you had
double dead?
I'm gonna be healing you
Yeah.
whenever it gets to my turn. It's coming up, so I'll be helping you.
You took 40 points of necrotic damage, almost 81, which would have knocked you unconscious. But because of the spell it would have killed you and brought you as a zombie. But you succeeded.
Wait, I would have been a zombie?
You would have been a zombie.
Am I
But
already not a zombie?
technically no, technically yes. A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Yeah.
But I played you as you punched a guy next to you, you ran away next to Basil because you know Basil heals.
Okay,
And-
okay.
I played you as going,
Please.
you got a little bit of an ibuprofen, I'm a little hurt. You got any Tums?
You got
My
an
stomach hurts."
ibuprofen. I got a headache.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe Advil in there.
We'll throw in an Advil.
Oh, fuck yeah. One sec. I gotta close the gate on my door. A dog wants in and dog wants to eat all my plushies.
No.
One
worries.
second.
Not the babies.
While she does that, that's the end of the cadaver collector's turn.
Mhm.
Next is the death giant shrouded's turn. So first we see if their frightening teleport recharges, which it does recharge.
Neato.
So they are going to instead, because the person
I'm back.
Hello.
the person with death giant shrouded is attacked.
Okay, so ibuprofen. I have a headache.
Mhm.
Long story short, you're almost dead, but you
I'll be
kicked-
taking care of you in a moment. Don't
Just
worry.
a flesh wound.
You kicked a guy's ass.
Hell yeah. Just a flesh wound.
They're going to use their soul burst attack, which their soul burst attack is either a melee or ranged. That is specified. It's either a 10 feet melee or 120 foot ranged. Ew. Wowee. That's CR15 for you. Going to make one attack against the handler, which will hit.
Beer, crag cat, my beloved.
Well, I'm gonna throw something at you that has similar abilities to the crag cat. It's gonna.
Okay, but the crag cat's CR1.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Careless wizard
minimal,
dies.
Minimal damage kills the handler. This
Wow.
handler dies.
Nice.
Damn.
It is. Oh right. It also needs to make a strength save. It fails, so it takes 10 points of damage from the storm circle. It has 40 feet of movement, so it's going 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 to get out of the storm circle, and then 40, and is going to use its last 2 soul bursts to make attacks against the crystal.
Let's go.
Crystal!
It just attacked handler. Is going to use the last 2 attacks against the crystal. Both are going to hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So we got 10, 20, 27, 31 plus 12 for 47. Halved because the crystal is resistant to necrotic damage. So 47 to 46 to 23. So immediately these souls that are floating around the creature, one of them slams into the handler. They step out of the thunderous circle and immediately shoot 2 souls straight towards the crystal. They impact, not doing as much damage, but still doing some damage. With that, Kenshi, it is your go.
Yeah, I just fucking read the crag cat thing. What the fuck is that spell turning bullshit?
Yeah. See, that's the thing. At CR1, if you're a level 1 or 2 or 3 wizard, that's not going to affect you. You don't have save spells. You don't have save spells. Level 13, I cast Disintegrate. What do you mean I have to make
Oh.
a death save?
Yeah,
What do you mean
I have
make a
what?
death save?
I make it. Huh? Yeah, the cat just goes, no,
Hey,
Hey, it has better spell turning than the Thrask or the Ring of Spell. This Ring of Spell turning.
What the fuck do you mean?
Okay. For audio listeners and people who don't know what's going on, the Crag Cat is a CR1 monster who is spell turning, where if it has to make a spell saving throw that targets directly it, and it passes, and the spell is 7th level or lower, it gets turned back on the caster instead.
What the fuck?
So I cast Disintegrate at you. You cast Disintegrate on yourself, right? Huh?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Just.
I cast Disintegrate on this cat. DM rolls a dice. All right, so make me a dexterity saving throw. Like, huh?
my favorite thing is size class large too.
Oh, fuck that.
That'd be funny if you
It's
if it was
fucking
just like a household cat.
Meow.
Kenshi, what are you doing?
I'm gonna attack blue handlers again.
All right. Make your first attack, and then go ahead and roll damage for me on your first attack if it hits.
Okay, I figured. Okay, that is a hold on.
Plus 10 from the Oathbreaker.
Yeah.
Oathmaker, sorry.
Oh god, 13 total on that one.
The first attack will miss.
Yeah. Second attack. Fuck me.
Are you using your
Blessing. Yeah. Wait, what?
the warrior spirit for advantage?
Was that someone's parents getting a divorce in the background? The fuck was that?
Dude, I got flashback.
All you're missing is the weed.
Thank you,
The-
Oku, for the hydrate.
It's the loud brawl menu music with the shitty.
Oh my. Fucking playing Wii bowling.
Are using the warrior spirit to gain advantage.
I was not, but
Okay, because you would not have advantage otherwise. It would just be straight roll.
Right.
Because you're not flanking with anybody.
right, yeah. Okay, so yeah, that second attack misses. Come on. There we fucking go. Dirty 20, 21 with the blessing.
That will hit.
Fucking finally. Anyways.
So go ahead and roll your damage.
Get this
1D.
guy.
Get that motherfucker.
Get him.
A D10. Am I blind? Am I stupid? There it is. 1D. That is 12 points of damage, and I'll use a fire charge too. Fuck it.
No need.
No need. Oh, thank God. Okay.
You're about to activate the flame to follow your blade as the slice you has swung a little, like your first two attacks had missed, and in the second attack you swing a little deeper than you're intending, but it cleaves straight through, leaving a heavy gash through both the armor and heavy amounts of blood pouring out of the body as they then fall to the ground.
Dope.
Damn.
This handler now dead, and the
It's getting so graphic today.
the two cadaver
Oh, yeah.
collectors both immediately like about to swing with their heavy arms and then stopping for a second, just kind of stumbling there for a second, now like taking in for the full moment where they are, what's going on.
I will also use real quick a bonus action to second wind, so I can get some
Alrighty.
HP back. Owie, ooh, owie,
Alright.
ooh, ouch.
Go ahead and roll
Owie, it
your-
hurts.
Roll your second win and add that. Next is the orange.
Orange.
Not on
I find it quite annoying.
Orange.
This one, so
Orin's
he's going to
gay,
run
you
to
know.
Raz and make an attack against Raz. They're going to miss. They're going to miss, unfortunately.
Shut up.
Next is the Skull Lords.
There we go. More health. Yippee. I decided to listen to the Deltarune boss music playlist during this fight.
Nice.
Toby Fox good.
Toby Fox, very good.
Toby Fox good. My face when Toby Fox makes a banger.
My face when Toby Fox.
That's the
Hey.
guy from Smash Brothers.
Trent, play Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4.
No, I have so many games on my fucking plate right now.
Man.
So this guy is going
Still
to move
working on
here,
8 Ball.
going
Just
to
hanging out on
make
principle. It's so good. I can't not.
going to make 7 attack rolls against Raz.
How many?
They're going to shoot 7 scorching rays against
Jesus
Raz.
Christmas, dude.
No, Raz! Raz, no! Drop and roll, drop and roll.
Roll.
Razzmatazz.
All of them hit. One of them is a crit.
Ah! No! Ew!
So that's
Oh, God.
7 scorching rays, each one doing 2d6 damage. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the non-crits 10, 20, 30, 40, 46 points of damage, and then plus the crit. 46, 54 points of fire damage total to Raz.
Well done.
Youch. Ah,
Ah, no.
nah. Ah, nah.
Ouch.
So Raz takes a heavy amount of damage.
Raz is like dying, right?
He's pretty hurt.
As to say, he's
Yeah.
a wizard.
It's gonna be a
Doing
little
so
spacey.
hot.
And then the second Skull Lord. Is going to move up here. Hey, Eonkoth,
Yo.
make me a con save.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
You hot.
Let's see. 2 plus 4, 6 plus 2, 8.
Fails, unfortunately.
What makes you say that?
10, 20, 30, 68 points of necrotic damage.
Correct.
Hmm.
The Skull Lord casts Finger of Death against you. How many hit points do you have left?
Give me a second. I'm doing math.
So it's still a little pissed at yeah, okay.
I mean, Isn't that coming from this guy?
Yeah.
I was coming from
Okay.
that guy, who is also currently concentrating on haste.
I'm
Oh.
at 18.
18. All right. Basil, it is your go.
Lovely.
Lovely. Bloody lovely.
So I'm assuming,
would like to
Zinc,
be
that you would
healed,
love some
please.
health now, huh?
Yes. Yeah, that would be nice. I woke up and I was like, hey, by the way, you're dying.
I'll
Don't want to pressure you or anything, but
How much health would you like?
ooh, right now it says I'm at 28 current hit points, so
Out of how many?
68.
I can fill you up. How much would that be?
40.
40? Okay.
So you use your action to
Yes.
use your pool. So, Zinc, take 40 points of health. So you go back to max.
Yeah, thank you. If you would like a sip of my monsters or Red Bulls or my monsters
She
or my
just gives you a little pat on the
5
head,
hour
like,
energy shot, you're welcome to it.
no, thank you. I appreciate the offer, though.
You sure? They're nice.
Go fight some enemies.
I also
think
have some proudly moldy banana bread at this point. I honestly don't know how long this shit lasts for. I had since the beginning of the session.
Okay.
Like, since I popped in, a dude gave it to me and I haven't got rid of it yet.
So that was your action.
Okay,
Any bonus action that you can do? That's not concentration. Or you just want to.
I'm looking over my
Move.
bonus actions.
I believe all your bonus action would be concentrations for your attacks,
Mm-hmm.
if I remember correctly, or possibly spiritual weapon if paladin has that, which would still be. I don't know.
I have spiritual
Spiritual
weapon,
weapon
but
is
I'm
not-
pretty sure that's an action to do that.
Yeah,
not a
spiritual
bonus
weapon is
action.
an action to cast, and then it uses a bonus action.
Oh, okay. All right. Hmm. I guess I'll prepare branding smite for next time.
If you do branding smite, you will lose concentration on bless.
Yeah. I'm sure
You
you
wanna
guys
do
will
that?
probably be okay. It's just Sora and Kenshi.
And yourself.
And myself.
All right,
This is
so
true.
bless is gone, but you are concentrating on branding smite.
Yes.
With that, it is the unless there's anywhere you're wanting to move, or unless you want to stay there.
How's Yonkath looking over there?
I'm at 18 of 108.
Oh!
Oh,
Oh!
well, I'll make my way over there, I guess.
I suppose.
That's not particularly good.
No.
I guess that's the end of my turn. Or, well, I didn't do a bonus action, did I? Yes, I did a bonus action already.
You did.
God damn it.
So it is now the Nightwalker's turn. I need Yonkath and Basil. Is Basil within range? I need both of you to make Constitution saving throws.
Delightful.
Poggers.
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 Constitution.
14.
fail.
That's also. I also got a 14.
Did you add your +5 to charisma?
No, I did
19.
not.
Or
Nine-
aura of protection?
19 would still fail.
Damn. Okay.
God damn.
10. That is
Bro, can you not?
17 points of necrotic damage. The Night Walker, immediately realizing its proximity to you. First we see, does its Finger of Death recharge? No. Finger of Doom, sorry. It is going to immediately fly over here. The crystal is large enough. They have reach. Actually, no, they're going to have to move like here, so you are out of range of their ability. After you just freed them. Nightwalker is going to make 2 attacks, going to make 2 everyday focuses against the crystal. Both hit. One, 2. 8, 16, 22, 24, 4, 27, 30, 38, 42, 42 plus 12 is 54. But because it is necrotic damage, the crystal takes half. So instead of 54, it's 26. No, 28. 27. 27 points of damage.
Correct.
Alright. With that, I'm going to remove them from the initiative because they're dead. It's the green's turn.
Green.
Also going to run up to Raz. Make an attack with advantage.
Oh god.
That will hit.
Oh god.
Raz is going to take 10 points of damage. Raz looking real hurt there. These 2 are going to simply just move forward. Next is Raz's turn. Raz is going to, with Spell Driver as a bonus action, cast Misty Step. Actually, no, he doesn't. No, sorry. He is a Shidarkai. He doesn't need to do that. He can just bonus action go up here.
Yes, sir. He also has resistance to all damage until
And
the
he has
beginning of
now-
his next turn.
Now has resistance to all damage, and he is now going to cast a 4th level Thunder Wave against the crystal. He's just shoving everything he can into this crystal.
Fair enough.
So it's a 1d8 for every slot against up. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5d8 damage. 2, 3. Holy fuck!
Oh.
Yeah.
8, 12,
Oh.
19,
Oh.
19, 36, 41 points of thunder damage, doubled as it resonates through the crystal as force and thunder damage are doubled. So
Oh.
41 to 82.
Let's go.
The crystal is looking really fucked up right now. With that, it is now Orla's turn. Orla is going to take this opportunity, teleport 10 feet, shoot over top of Reed's shoulder towards the crystal. She can't do her force damage because the force thing is against specifically creatures.
Hmm.
The first attack will hit fucking shit. Second attack will also hit, and she is able to teleport another 15 feet. And then she's going to use her bonus action to just teleport here with resistance to all damage until the start of her next turn. But with those two attacks, though they are physical damage, so it will not do a whole lot of damage. It's 8 plus 8, 6. So the crystal takes another 8 points of damage. Just aiming towards the cracks, Orla teleports, shoots an arrow, teleports, shoots another arrow, and then teleports nearer to one of the handlers. The cracks slowly widening across the crystal. Eon Koth, it is your turn.
Yep, you know what to do.
Alright, make your attack roll against the crystal.
Maybe heal yourself a little bit.
If I kill this thing immediately, we don't have to deal with this anymore.
Okay. You're just really low.
Good luck.
You're at what? Hey, you're at 1? Am I right?
If he dies, I want to loot the body.
Always,
No!
remember, I will come back to personally haunt you. There's not
I
a
will
chance in hell
break
you're
your
touching my
knees.
armor.
I will loot
Past
the
me,
body,
thank you.
and I will make sure it's shiny.
I will.
I'll make sure
ask
the.
Raz to disintegrate me and everything I own.
God damn! I can't have the armor.
Honey, you wear synthetics.
You've had this conversation with Raz before.
We're
Force your
polyester.
body.
Yeah, 100% polyester, by the way.
Oh man.
The highest grade.
So,
I also
what are
got
your-
this
what are
sick
your
ass
two
coat.
attacks against the
My
crystal?
lowest is a 17.
It's a stagnant crystal you hit.
Cool.
Separate
about my
any
sick
radiant
ass
from
coat.
bludgeoning. Get my other boost cup. Hold on.
For my 3rd level. 2, 1.
Fuck you, chocolate mousse parfait.
What?
What?
I'm putting a.
Yo, I
third
watch
in
that. What the fuck?
Yeah, I want one too.
tasty.
That's
It's
delicious.
tasty.
Right. I may or may not dox my address to get one of those.
Yo,
It can't be at Walmart though, because our address is banned from Walmart.
Your address is
What the
banned from-
fuck does that mean?
I think that's an off-stream conversation. I think that,
We
well,
didn't
like,
do anything wrong. They messed up, and they said, "Oh, we sent delivery twice in a row, but banned
What?
because they delivered one. They didn't deliver like the items. Second, they delivered to the wrong address, and then they're like, "Yeah, no more deliveries for you for a hot minute."
What?
So they fucked up on deliveries to your address
Twice.
and then after that they're like, we're just not going to deliver you to you at all.
Yep.
Fuck you. That's
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what?
Yeah.
What?
Hey, our
What's
bad
the
for messing up this
logic
delivery twice.
there?
Fuck you, actually.
And like the picture for the second order was obviously the wrong complex as a whole.
That's insane.
I'm so confused.
So am I. I just woke
Doesn't
up
make
and like,
any
oh yeah, by the way,
sense.
don't have anything delivered from Walmart for a hot minute. I'm like, oh.
15 bludgeoning damage.
Very sweet.
I'm so
said 15?
confused.
15 bludgeoning damage, and it's
Alright,
gonna
so
take me a minute to do this math.
7 total because it's resistant to the bludgeoning. I'll just ask you one quick question. Is your radiant damage more than 29? Just a little bit?
Just a little.
How do you want to do this to the
Let's go!
Yeah,
wanna
explode
see-
that
Wait,
bitch!
what?
I high rolled beer. A lot high rolled.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Just let
Two
me know.
Max rolled.
God damn.
What level smite did you put in?
A 3 and a 2.
Okay. You max rolled?
Not on all of them, but
Yeah.
2 of the dice max rolled.
I am curious on this math, though.
Okay.
I need to see the damage.
Keep in mind, they have a blessing of the true.
Yes.
$68. 108 radiant damage.
How do you want to do this to the crystal?
God damn.
Yonkath, haggard, coughing up a bit of blood, wheels around, fucking furious that this is a thing, furious that he has to ally himself in this moment with aberrations, something he has sought so long to keep off his own plane. And as he wheels back, all of this radiant energy courses through his armor and coalesces at the single tip of one of his as he just shatters it.
You all watch as Ionkoth, with pure rage, immediately turns and with both of his shields impacts once, leaving a just pocket of radiant energy stuck within this section of crystal. And with the second hit hitting in this exact same spot, and all of the necrotic and different energies that were absorbed by the crystal are released at once, as there is the and then an immediate powderization of the entire 180 foot tall, 120 foot tall crystal immediately at this point. The 2 Bodaks near those at the bottom of the stairs immediately snap out. You immediately hear clashing and clanging outside of this gate, outside of this center area. You see people kind of running up, trying to join in this battle, and then as they're running up, the either Sorrowsworn or more Nightwalkers or Death Giants immediately grab them and start to slaughter the handlers. And you all take this moment in this chaos as neither the aberrations nor the handlers themselves are able to deal with you. You have a moment to get out of this chaos while it is happening. And you all take that moment.
Yes.
In the middle of all of this, you all flee. running as fast as you can. The different people, all you run by a Nightwalker in their large necrotic form, just brushing through 3 of the used to be handlers, and all of them immediately falling to dust, their armor included. Raz immediately running by a dead body, cast telekinesis, grabbing the corpse and carrying it with him. And there's just bringing this floating dead body, fully intact, just scars across the armor, carrying it with you back into the mountains. You guys get a very safe distance away, kind of back to the mountain you were hiding behind as you were scouting, looking back over top of the hill at the chaos going on. And after about 2 to 3, 4 minutes, you watch as maybe a few of the weaker, like a majority of the weaker creatures and maybe 1 to 2 of the more powerful creatures fall, but a large majority of the rest of the aberrations or undead standing there survive, and maybe only a small handful, countable on one hand, of the handlers get into the forest away from the battle, back towards the direction of the kingdom.
God damn. Shit.
Oh.
Kenshi will look around at everyone. Is everyone all right?
Oh, I want to throw the rest of my lay on hands into Yonkath real quick.
How much do you have left?
20. Better than none, but...
Yonkath, you get 20 HP.
Oh, I think I also have some help with HP if you want. Where is it? Oh yeah, Hands of Healing.
How does that work?
Mystical Touch, mend wounds. As an action, you can spend 1 key point to touch a creature and restore a number of hit points equal to a roll of your martial arts die plus your wisdom modifier. Yeah.
So you can spend. So you currently have 11 key points. You can spend, for every number of key points you spend, you can roll 2d8 plus 5 of healing.
Oh, I also have Physician's Touch. That work? Yeah, it does.
And 1 disease against a creature. That the Physician's Touch won't help too much right now.
Alright.
Diseased.
Then Hands of Healing.
No,
then.
sorry, not 2d8. You only get 2d8 because of the. You only get 2d8 because of the brass knuckle that you have with
I
your
was
work
gonna
special.
say.
It's you get 1d8 plus 5 for every key point you want to spend.
I was sitting there. I was like 22d8 possible.
8 plus 5.
Yeah. So how many key points do you want to spend? You currently have 11.
Gonna spend about 3.
All right. So you'll go from 11 to 8, which I will get there for you.
Oops. There we go.
So roll 3d8 plus 15. So you
Okay.
can, so on the left-hand side of roll 20, you see the dice at the very bottom of the left, like it's very middle of the left. You click that, and there's a d4, d6, d8, d10, d12. With the d8, click the 3.
And 3 for D8.
Yeah.
18 plus 15, so you get 33.
Yeah.
You get 33 points of healing as Zinc immediately runs up and, like, not like punch, but just kind of like
You get
Tap-
slapped.
yeah, you get like tapped in separate sections of the body, but it like resonates through your body and almost like forces wounds closed in a very strange way.
What the hell is this?
Up, bitch.
Oh, where'd you
Call me a bitch.
learn that?
You want me to take away the healing?
I powdered a crystal. You think I won't do the same to you?
Now.
I will throw polyester at you.
I'll
Orla
just throw hands.
Orla immediately steps in
Try
between
me.
two. Orla immediately hand on the chest of both of you and just goes, "Okay, hold on. We just finished our job. Let's at least claim our rewards and sanctuary before we start to kill each other, please."
That's
I would hope we wouldn't jump to that immediately. Looks at
Looks
you.
over.
What corpse is Raz carrying, real quick? Because if I remember,
Yeah, I was curious about that too.
Raz has started to just pry the armor off of the corpse that he has carried. It's one of just random handlers, but he is prying the armor off.
You're having fun over there, Raz.
They had said something about the armor controlling people. If I can study the armor, I might be able to divulge a counterattack to the enchantment.
That is very clever.
That is, yes.
Pries helmet off.
Make sure we
Immediately,
don't take it to
studying,
the sanctuary.
start prying off the chest piece. And Orla comes over and just starts carrying some of the armor separate and just goes, "All right, do we want to at least start our walk back to where we need to go to confirm our deed has been done?"
Yes.
That would probably be good, yes.
Right, let's go. I'll lead. Orla is going to make her survival roll at advantage, as this is a favored terrain. Cool, that is a 27. So very easily, Orla starts leading you back the same direction you guys came. It took you about 2 hours to get from your exit from the underground to this camp. But with that, maybe about an hour and 20 minutes in, Orla, there's maybe small conversation. Raz is looking at the helmet and studying the enchantment as you guys looking at any runes he can find, trying to figure out what kind of enchantment is going on with inside. Eventually, Orla, in some kind of conversation with Raz, you guys can all look over here, just man, it's just insane being back here, I mean, it's quiet now, but even with everything, and immediately stops and holds for a moment, turns,
Orla?
looks around, and she goes, "Shh!" Immediately pulls bow and points it over your shoulder, Eon Koth.
I the moment I see it's coming at me, I just crouch down so she can get a better shot.
She points down and goes, "Halt! I hear you." And you all immediately turn, and you watch as a person going uninvisible. You see a woman with this blackened dress with a similar stitching pattern to follow the chitinous-like design of the armors of the handlers, standing there with this crown of thorns and flowers, long flowing black hair going down towards the center middle back, the invisibility spell fading across her as she holds her hands up, and ignoring the rest of the group, looking straight at Eon Koth. And she goes, "Eon Koth? Eon Koth, is that you?" And Eon Koth,
That's Roshin, isn't it?
you recognize this voice as Roshin. She starts to take a step forward.
Don't,
Orla,
don't. How
Orla,
do I
like-
know? How do I know?
You take a look up at Roshin. And you remember Roshin as being together. You remember her mother of the group, caring, fully willing to put her life on the line in line of anybody else, as she would rather have her be the one to fall than anybody else. And you glance up, and in her eyes, across her face, it is tears streaming down her face. You look and there is pain. And you just hear, Yunka. Yunka, I'm so
I know
sorry.
it hurts. I know it hurts, but how do I know it's you?
She immediately falls down on her knees and just goes, please. Please. I just want to do right in what I've done before. Please. Go ahead and make an insight check.
This is the most stressful insight check you've ever had.
Would
And Orla is going to give you advantage as she is currently like bow fully drawn, like ready to release at any moment. So you do have advantage.
Oh my god.
13.
13. Woman. This woman is broken. Everything she stood for, she has seen against her. This woman is hurt.
I run to her. I run
As
to
you-
her, dude.
You run to her, and she immediately grasps you in a hug and just falls and just starts bawling. I'm so
I
sorry.
try to remove her iron. I try to remove the thorn crown. I know it's not gonna work, but I try.
You try. She immediately just like you try as she tries to reach, as you try to reach your hands up, she immediately grabs your arms and just forces them around her and just forces herself around you in a deep hug and just starts sobbing, heavy sobbing, tearful, mournful. Just, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't offend you then. Just so much. Why?
It's fine, Roshin. Please don't apologize.
And after 10 minutes of just sitting there, Orla like slowly lowering her bow, the rest of you just sitting there, eventually through the consolidation of Kath, Roshin is slowly but surely able to calm down until she just I'm sorry, just
Koshtan, dearest, what's happened? What was it him?
I'm sorry. It's been
Yes.
the disagreement. I didn't step between you. I didn't know what to do. And then I died, and I came here, and at first I didn't learn what he was doing, but he explained it. He said he was trying to help, trying to unite, trying to unite the Shadowfell, bring everybody under a banner, and I agreed. I believed him. I sullied rebellions, I squashed resistances, believing that they were against the unification. But then I slowly realized I witnessed it. I saw him change. I saw him be different than what he was. I saw who he truly was. He doesn't care for unification, he cares for control. I began to work with the resistance, with those who wanted to go against him. But anytime they were about to find out, they had me reveal them to keep me in his graces. I've hurt so many people trying to stay on his good side. It hurts so much.
Are his eyes on us now?
The crystal you destroyed. All the handlers, all the monsters that were a pawn. They made it in rush so that the resistance would try and quickly destroy it. It was all a ploy so he could see the strongest soldiers the resistance had, so that I would be the ones to follow them. But I saw you. I was immediately going to jump in, but I saw you and I stood atop the wall and watched you. I watched.
He doesn't know I'm here.
Not yet.
No. Even if he has his little eyes, he is as blind as I once was. 'Cause I casted fucking non-detection, bitch!
He's still.
Sorry. I had feelings.
He would require that. He would require that I report back into my findings. Let him know what I saw. Spoken of you several times. How he is hoping to one day fight you again to prove how much better he is. He has spoken of it. Just
I'll hold her head. I will kiss the top of it. I go, he's a fool. For every plan he will ever make will end with me.
You have to end this.
Oh.
I've only been here for 150 years. But I know his madness has lasted for long. He's different. He's not the same man I fought with. He's changed. Lifetime here has molded him into something different. And she immediately begins to say something, but she immediately starts to choke up. And she just goes, He has Rory. He has Rory. But no, he's not. No. It's something else. Rory's.
No, not Rory. Everyone's here, isn't it? Why
No.
would it be anything
You
else?
don't understand. You don't understand. Rory. Me and Rory came here. I originally was at the main plane, but I heard of what was happening in the Shadowfell. I originally agreed with him, but then I saw the lengths that he would go, and I realized how disaligned I was, but I decided to stay in his ranks in hopes to help anyone to go against him. But in that time, Rory had appeared as well, and Eowyn was looking for a weapon befitting of his status. He, using the power of those in his court and of a shadow hag, he forged a weapon of very, very powerful essence and absorbed Rory's soul for its strength. I don't know if Rory is still alive or not. I just know that I know Rory was absorbed. His strength feeds Eowyn. But it's been too long. I'm tired. I'm worn out. I want to be free. You have to help me, please.
I will. I will. I promise. With every fiber of my being, Eowyn will be rendered unto ash. So I can make this clear to everyone present. When the time comes, he is my quarry. There's not to be interfering. If he wants to fight and show his strength, I will show him the error of his ways once again. Do I make myself clear?
Understood.
Of course.
Yeah, it's
Lowers her bogus. Of course. Raz is just studying the armor, like
Fucking dweeb.
So I just
like he
Dude.
saw this shit going on, saw everybody else was paying attention. He goes, "Okay, I have important shit I'm doing right now."
Just gonna go over here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
don't mind me.
I'm gonna sit in the corner and just.
It's like this is a dramatic podcast I'm listening to.
Oh, the drama.
His soul.
Wow! Whoa!
You don't say.
That's crazy.
No, back to do what he's doing.
Rasheen, like, composes stuff. Just, I must get back to him. I must let him know that you're here, but I don't know how he'll react. He doesn't know my allegiance. I've made sure to know that he does not understand that I am against him.
Must you tell him that I, of all, am here?
If I tried to withhold any information of who was in the attack, him and his court will know.
Can you give vague, all-encompassing answers like old friends showed up?
If I say that, you and I both know that he will know exactly who I'm talking about.
And let fear fester in his heart.
Don't know what may happen. Don't know I pray for your success. Hope you can finally put an end to him. Everything he's done. It's
I
hard to say,
promise.
but the Shadowfell actually was better before he was here.
I promise, Rasheen. I promise you that by the time I'm done here, Eowyn will have met his absolution. There is no doubt in my body.
She just takes a deep breath, just... right, yes. I need to go. I need to give the information I desire. Let him know what's going on. Get back to the Resistance. I should let you know. He knows of the Resistance's hideout. He knows us all. He knows of most of them. I assume. Pretends he doesn't give them a false sense of security and hope, so that he may squander them. If you can, then go someplace new. Someplace else to hide. He knows where they are.
As much as I hate to do this, I'd like to insight check her.
But make an insight check.
Just narrows his eyes for a moment.
22. It's because I want to make sure it. Where's my fucking oath tenant? The threats that I face are cunning, powerful, and subversive. Be alert for their corruption.
Mm-hmm.
I am making sure with every fiber of my being that she is not currently a mouthpiece.
Mm-hmm.
You sense fear in her voice. But
Sincerity.
Not from telling you the information, from what giving you this information might mean for her. It is out of sincerity.
I'll inform them. If they believe me, it's a different story. But I will do my best to warn them. Thank you, Roshin.
Yes, yes. Of course. I have to go now. And she turns to one of the nearby trees, looks back at you all, puts her hand against it, and immediately it splits inwards, and she walks through.
Transport
then-
via plants, my beloved.
And the tree, after a moment, pulls back out and is back to how it was. Orla just kind of standing there, bow not fully drawn, still just like arrow, like in the bow, just goes, "Cool. What the fuck? Do we believe her?"
Yes. She's Kushtan. Kushtan, as Orla and Raz would understand, is an honorific we give to maternal figures in our lives. She's my Kushtan, one of them, but I trust her with every fiber of my being.
If you say so, I have no reason to not believe you. Even whenever you're blind, you've been able to see through people better than any of us. And Raz just goes, "Yes, of course." Just continuing.
I'll let him do his thing. He's not causing trouble.
Fair enough.
Has Basil heard of both this lady and this other girl of mention from
Guy.
Yonkath?
Roshin and
my
Rory?
book.
Yeah.
Roshin and Rory. I likely would have mentioned them at some point. Been like, oh, these are two fantastic people that I've traveled with. Roshin was the mother of the group. Rory was the beloved oddball. Nope.
Uh-oh.
Don't worry about it. He has been having migraine issues, so.
Ah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
Beloved oddball. These are people that are near and dear to Yonkath's heart.
Basil
There
just puts
is-
like a hand on his shoulder.
It's like a mixture between anxiety, resolve, stress, purpose. It's just a swirling mixture inside of him. He'll fully right himself. I'll go. Well, I guess we have people to warn. And, bounty to collect, or whatever it was.
Indeed.
Let's make haste.
Raz, like, looking through the plate mail that he had taken, is finished
yeah.
with it, and just starts keeping the helmet, and is continuing to look through any runes within the helmet and anything as you continue your walk. Eventually, after about another 40 minutes, you guys find yourselves at the illusionary ground, to which Raz goes. As you walk into the illusionary floor, Raz kind of sticks into the wall underneath the illusionary ground and just goes, I believe I have theories of the magic within the armor.
Yes. And what might those be?
The enchantment within the armor is only effective if the armor is on. If the full set of armor is on, then control is guaranteed. But if any pieces of armor are removed, there's a chance the magical effect within them might be nullified or not always present. Chance for the person to fight back. If there is a person within armor that we need to save,
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
if we can manage even just a piece off, there would be more than enough for them to fight back against the enchantment. But there is no guarantee they would be completely free for the entire time.
Well, this information is going to be very useful. I thank you very much.
Hey, also, I will be right back. I shall grab it.
Alright, if we want to take a quick 5-minute break for anybody
Yeah.
to use restroom or
That'd be cool.
anything real quick.
I do need to grab myself something to eat real quick.
I'm excited for my next level. Because it means I get 4th level spells, and the upper end paladin spells are kind of funny. I will always love the upper end ranger spells like Steelwind Strike. Because holy shit, is that a spell?
Yeah.
I knew it.
So what you thinking, Trent?
Just hope I get to 13th level soon.
I have some plans. I'm very happy with current. By the way, I don't
It's
know.
good. It's good. Don't get me wrong. It's good. I'm just like as a
Yeah.
character planning.
Like, I don't know if it was like. See, I don't know what to attribute this to. Whether it's like my ability to act or like just circumstantial. But when I was pretending to be Rasheen crying, I was having to fight against myself actually crying.
Method acting. Method acting.
Yeah.
Oops,
Yes,
the sad got a little too real.
Like I literally, like as I was playing Roshin crying, my eyes were watering, and I was having to fight against actually dropping tears down my face.
Yeah. When you get into it, dude, you get into it.
And that's one thing. Like that's another thing. I don't know how you guys have been feeling about the past few sessions, but I was listening to.
I am deeply invested because
Okay.
my stuff.
Because yeah, like for you especially because it's like your shit. Like
Yes.
there's been a few like I've been listening to the Critical Role Age of Umbra Daggerheart thing they're doing right now. And they're like listening to that, there's been I like came to the realization where like I'm worried too much about story beats and not the story. And I feel like I don't know how you guys have felt about it, but I feel like that has had me take away from the story I could have been telling for everybody And so I feel like I couldn't have been doing as good as I could have been. I haven't been doing as good as I could have been. And so,
I feel that. Yeah, I understand exactly what you're talking about. You get so caught up trying to achieve set piece.
I'm trying too hard to do good that I'm not just doing what will fit, because if I do what will fit, that will be good.
Good, yes, by nature. Wiki.
Wiki.
Erect. Ew! Did you change shirts? No. My favorite thing is he technically doesn't lie. He just puts the shirt over top of the previous shirt.
Yeah.
And then the same one for the red shirt.
I just see Garfield in Audrey's camera right now.
She
Just looking at her.
followed me all the way to the kitchen.
Oh, guy wants a snack.
I gave him like a small piece of salami one time, and now he thinks
now
it's
you
all the
want
time.
salami.
Okay, but there's
That was your
a
first
chance
mistake.
for salami all the time now.
Exactly. You know, it's a gamble.
I don't even have it.
Look, cat's a gambling addict.
This is mayo.
Give a little bit of mayo.
He's not gonna like it. I know he won't.
Spray the mayo on his face.
Please.
I'm not
Give the
doing
cat
that.
a little nibble of mayo.
I see him in the bottom left. I've
Stop
watched his
Stop.
Oh my god.
Give him a little bit of mayo.
He's not gonna
Garfalow.
like it. I know he
Then
won't.
he won't want it anymore.
He does. He'll probably
Stop
want the
eating.
cheese though.
Stop eating me out
You
of
can
health
see
and
it. You can
home,
see it on my camera
Garfield.
now.
I eat
Garfield,
John.
please.
That's
What I do.
Garfield, please. This is for me. I'm hungry. I'm hungry.
Garfield
please, man.
craves cheese.
But you guys
Two cats.
make
Yeah,
your
they
way
sucks.
down. Make your way down the illusionary track, back into
Please, no. Let
Give
go.
him
Oh my
snacks.
god.
This is
What's the
mine.
My God. They crave cheese.
Ignore me. They ignore the fuck out of me. But you guys make your way back down this pathway and into the resistance base, as you find yourself in the now even still a little bit more expanded, maybe by another 5 feet, but the heavy amount of people within. As you make your way back down, one person notices you, and then wait, that was that group, and like people start to like eye you again.
They're back.
And like there's a little bit of awkwardness as you kind of like step through people kind of making way for you, until eventually the one older gentleman comes up and goes, "I see you are back."
How quickly do you want all the news?
Depends, is it all good or is any of it bad?
It is urgent. Crystal shattered. Congratulations, we did it. Unfortunately, it was a bit of a plot to bait out an attack, and he already knows where our current position is. This happened before I got here. I feel I should state that clearly. I'm found somebody with very reputable that I hadn't seen in a long time. Very, very lovely lady. And she, tears in her eyes, gave me all of this information, and I felt it pertinent to hand it off to you.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
I don't suppose any of us could help him with this, right?
You could, but
25.
If we saw the
Someone help?
lady,
I would certainly love to help.
she seemed trustworthy.
all right. What do you say to help?
There it
Think
is.
about that.
Nice lady.
Please don't. I already rolled well enough. I don't need advantage.
I
Let's
won't
say
worry
you're
about
all-
it.
I did
26.
3 under max.
I'm not gonna try. I'm not gonna try.
Never
If someone
mind.
else
It's
wants to, though,
simplistic.
I'm trying to
We're
focus on
fine.
getting myself food.
I'm afraid they might be like, you know what, I don't trust that bitch, and then decide not to trust you.
So
And-
it's 25. He narrows his eyes at you a bit.
My
You just-
Kushtan, one of them.
You destroyed this crystal and
Correct.
came back alive.
Correct.
And if you truly believe this person to be reputable,
With every fiber of my being.
he immediately taps his cane on the ground, and the clutter in the constant movement, the foot traffic, the noise, immediately within a couple seconds, dead silent. And he goes, "Well, it seems our friends here have learned through their efforts of both destroying the crystal and coming back to us through an ally of theirs. Our location is known. So it is time for us to leave and find a new home. Everyone pack! It's time to find new salvation." And everybody immediately changes their course and goes from construction and helping to putting things in crates, shoving things together, carrying things near an exit. Everything goes from fortification to moving. And he looks at you and goes, "You better be right. Anything else you can give us?"
Nothing immediately pertinent, just a bunch of personal drama.
I care not for personal ideas.
No, not personal ideas. Like, he is almost directly fucking with people near and dear to me.
Well, let that be a more driving force for you to kill this bastard king.
I was already going to kill him. I'm just going to kill him harder now.
Well,
I'm gonna introduce him to death too.
He's gonna kill him, revive him, then kill him again.
I can.
Yeah, we can do that.
Well, the spirit has to be willing.
well,
Oh.
if you all wish to rest here, I would start your rest quickly. You will most likely be leaving within the next couple of hours. If you rested quickly enough, you will still have our protection when you wake.
I'll help people pack, like help clean up things, because I'm not gonna get much from a short rest, so I'm just gonna help people.
As this is happening, Orla is going to come up to you, Eon Kath, and going to go, "She had said something before about Shadow Witch. Do you know what that is?"
Should I make
I'd
a
like you
roll
to
for this?
Make a history check with advantage because of
With
your
advantage?
with your extended knowledge of creatures within the Shadowfell.
14 plus 1 to 15.
15. Good enough. You know of Shadow Witches. They're very rare. At least from your Shadowfell. Shadow Witches are essentially the Shadowfell variation of Archfey. Except Shadow Witches never get to prominent power because there is so much aberrations and undead and creatures within that they do not have the time nor strength to set up any sort of areas of protection. They can get to prominent strength, but typically they are either betrayed or slaughtered by the monsters. But in a plane of the Shadowfell where monsters had been removed and there is a barren area of, for the most part, peaceful place, a Shadow Witch could get quite powerful.
Oh boy.
Now, the Shadow Witch you have dealt with, you in your few hundred years in the Shadowfell when you were alive, You maybe dealt with one.
And it was not fun, I assume.
It was not fun. You worked with them for a half moment, but then they immediately tried to betray you when you were slightly weakened.
Classics. Should have seen that one coming. That one's on me.
But even with them being in the starting area of them building strength, they were quite powerful. And you have heard of Archfey in your time now in the main plane. And with your general knowledge, if a Shadow Witch was given time to prosper and grow, Archfey would not be able to handle a strengthened Shadow Witch. Because the Shadow Witch derives on the pure negative energy of the Shadowfell. And the larger their grove, the more powerful.
Well then.
Well, how about that? Yes. That's gonna be a issue. The Shadow Witch.
She had said a Shadow Witch helped with the creation of this weapon?
That figures. But I feel as though if his back is presented well enough, she will take the stab.
We might be. I'm sure if he needed help, there's probably a debt to be paid, and we could most likely. Who's that? I'm sure we could use it to our benefit.
At the end of the day, we will end up having to deal with a Shadow Witch.
Which is not something I'm looking forward to.
Me neither. Ugh.
Do you help? You help people pack crates slammed full, and are sealed. Carts are filled. Carts are created, and within the hour, they're moving, and they are split. Some go out of the cave into the forest. To you don't know where. Some go back into the cave. Some go into the cave and find their own place somewhere else, a different hiding place, or the creation of a new one. Unless you guys want to follow either of the groups, you find yourselves in an empty cavern.
Well, I guess we should find some spot.
We could follow the group and use them as a sort of staging ground for our next plans, or try to find one of our own.
Well, what is it exactly that we want to try to do? Make our way to the castle, or?
Well, goes, I mean, we can. I feel like we might hear something back from Miss Roisin if something important might happen.
I do wish to see her again.
Do you think she would be able to find her way back to us?
If she can walk through a tree, I doubt she needs to come back to us to communicate.
Truly. She is a fairly powerful druid in her own right.
Could always use an ally on the inside.
Oh, of course.
I suppose we could also use her intelligence of the inside to pinpoint exactly where your child is, Lady Shen, and make a plan from there on how to rescue them.
That is a very good idea. That would certainly be helpful. Or even just if there was some kind of path for us to be able to sneak in, of course, that would also be desirable, I'm sure.
And either she could divulge that information, or maybe someone in the Resistance maybe the Resistance have their own spies and know how to get in as well.
Entirely possible.
Was there like a bigger group that like specifically went a direction?
It's split pretty evenly. The elder went, like the older man went with the group that stayed underground, and then the one warrior that had told you about the location to attack the crystal went with the group that went above ground.
Do you think
I
any
feel-
of the... Yeah?
I feel it may be best if we stay above ground, considering we eventually do need to get into the castle. That would be a more direct route and potentially safer now that we've destroyed the crystal. A lot of the monsters might be finding their homes again down here.
That is very fair. I think it pertinent we move and think, and not think then move.
It's
Shall
fair
we?
enough.
You follow the group going above ground?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that's a good idea.
Follow the group going above ground. Following this miniature caravan, going across, you guys walk further away from the direction where the crystal was shattered, and eventually find yourselves at this separate cave entrance a couple of miles away from where you had left, entering into a mountain range. And after walking for the next 30 minutes, you find there is a temporary larger pocket found that has a few of the weaker aberrations that, due to the largeness of the group, are swiftly taken out and defenses are built, and there are temporary beddings and things made. It's about this point that Ionkath, in your head, you hear the king has decided that if you truly wish to challenge him with the bravado that you speak with, that he is more than happy to welcome you to his court with open arms. And you hear a confidence and directness in her voice, but you know that she's saying it with a play.
Yeah.
To
The got a load of this guy.
trying to keep the air of, I am an important person within this kingdom. I need to act like it.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't know who may be nearby while she is saying that.
Inform the king that Unfortunately, as generous as this invite is, I will find my own way in.
Hear no response.
All right.
Did he say this out loud, or was it just...
It would have been out loud, yeah.
Is it sending?
Yeah.
Just fully to himself.
What are you talking about, young cat?
Conversating with Roshin.
Oh? Was she...
Yeah.
What was she speaking to you about?
Eowyn's ego. He thinks himself better than me. Thinks himself more correct. Invited me with open doors and open arms like I would ever. Like I would ever.
The one younger soldier comes up to you, goes, "Hey,
Yes.
been down for the night. And then we're going to keep moving into this cave to try to find a proper space to set up our camp that is brand new. Try to bed down as quickly as you can before we start moving."
Alright, thank you.
I will immediately start setting up.
Yep. Throw up my bedroll. Get all the twigs out of my hair.
Any other conversations that would like to be had before you all go to your rest?
I do actually have something I want to talk about.
Oh.
For it.
Zinc.
Yee?
Young Bam.
Yeah, what's up?
I need to talk to you in private if it's all right.
Yeah, what's up? Sure.
Do you want to do this in whisper chat?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, interesting.
Go.
Hello.
Okay, so I have something very important that I need your advice on. I don't know if you know much about this, but recently, a little while ago, Kenshi was asking me about he was asking if I would be interested in getting into a relationship with him.
Oh.
And I was not sure what to do. And I was curious if you have any experience in relationships. I would love some help, if at all. I don't want to bother Eonkath about it, because I know he's been very conflicted with everything that's been going on recently, and I was...
A little stressed.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So I thought I would bring it up with you and see if you had any thoughts on it that you could possibly help me with.
Well. Well, the question is, can you see yourself bending? I don't know how long afterlife works, but however long that is. Because we're...
What was the question again?
like, can you see yourself bending your future with them in that way?
Well, I'm not sure. He's very sweet, very nice. I don't know. I don't think that I am a good partner for him. And I really think that he deserves someone better.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know how to put that in. I don't want to outright decline him, but he spoke to me with some very pretty words, and I don't know, I stopped to consider it for a moment, and I'm not sure. It's been a very long time since I've been in a relationship, and, well, the last man I was in a relationship with, well, it didn't exactly end very well, so I don't know, it would be hard to get into another relationship. Especially since there's some other problems that I have that I don't think that Kenshi would enjoy, I guess you could say.
I just have to advise that you think about what you want for your future and if being with him aligns with those wants and needs.
Yes. Well, what do you think about Kenshi?
He seems nice.
Yes, he's very
honestly
kind.
don't know him that well, but from what I've seen, he seems nice.
Yes, he at one point did write a haiku for me, I think it was, he said.
Oh.
Yes, he described my eyes like they were a sunset.
Oh, that is sweet.
Yes, at the time I thought it was just merely him giving me a compliment, but now I feel like it was
I
quite
feel like that
blatantly
was like a
obvious.
signal. Yeah, you that's a pretty obvious signal there. I hope you know that now.
Yes, I'm aware now.
Yeah.
But yes, your talking to you has helped me, I think.
Well, that's good to hear. Oh, so I have a question for you.
Oh? What would that be?
Where the fuck you keep finding all these kids at? Every I've been wondering this for a minute now. I was like, where are all these kids coming from?
Oh, like
just
how
picking
did
them up.
I meet my children?
Yeah. You just kind of you like do like a Batman thing, where like you see a sad orphan, you're like, ah, yes, that one. Come over here with me.
I'm not sure what this Batman you were talking about is, but yes, well, many years ago I came into a village and I met these children, like a group of these orphans, and they were these children that I am now looking for. And whenever I saved them from a creature attack, and I raised them as my own, and we worked together to rebuild their house, and we lived a very nice and peaceful life all together for a good while.
Oh, nice.
Of course, until, well...
we all kind of died.
Yes. That... But yes, that's essentially it. I met them and, well, I care a lot about them. I care for them very much. But is there anyone that you care for that you're hoping to see, to find?
As far as I'm aware of, everyone I knew is still alive back in my world.
I see.
I wasn't very close to a lot of people, and no one was really in a whole lot of life or death scenarios, but you know, it would be nice to see a familiar face.
I understand. You did pass quite recently, so or more recently than most of us, so
I'm not
that
sure
would make
there's like a
sense.
delay between dying and coming here.
I don't suppose
If I-
Basil would like know anything about that, would she?
No. Did I get like express shipping here? Did I?
What again specifically? Sorry.
If there's like a delay between like
Yeah.
whatever world we come from to like from like between
You've
here
been
and
here long enough. You know that like certain worlds.
if like
have-
Gorthadak has mentioned anything like that.
Yeah, like you've been here. You've been here for 50 years. You had your time to process and question. Probably in any sort of trying to find any of your children as well in that time before now. Like different worlds have time go differently. So from the main plane and things like that, time is consistent through whatever. And then other worlds where people are living, time can either move faster or slower. So in the main plane, things that would be 1 day in other places could be 10 days or 1 hour. So there is maybe a little bit of time between when you die and whenever you arrive in your next place, but that entirely depends on where the world was in relation to the next place in the travel of the soul. But through conversation with Gorthadak, you probably know that death, like whenever somebody has died, typically the average time between them dying and them showing up is maybe around 1.5 to 2 days.
Okay. But yeah, Basil relays this to Zinc.
Well, I guess I'm still kind of, I'm just kind of like always like, and I'm just kind of like waiting for the moment I wake up and I'm back in my world type of deal. Just like some weird Alice in Wonderland thing. I wake up and it's reality again.
I think I understand what you mean. You do like making a lot of references to things I do not know. But I think I understand what you mean. And that is completely normal to feel, especially just appearing in some other world other than your own. But I'll be happy to be here and do anything I can for you while you're around in this world.
Oh, thank you. I guess I'm just kind of wishing that someone is feeding that stray cat back at home.
Well, you had a pet?
Kind of. It's like just a stray cat that may or may not be rabid that I'll feed outside of work, Like,
why does this not surprise me?
It did try attacking a few people, but it has a good heart, I can tell.
All right then. Well, if you have any other concerns or any other questions, feel free to let me know. But I'm sure we can get back to the group now. I'm sure they're very concerned about what we could possibly be talking about.
We want to freak them out.
Just don't tell, Kenji, please.
And talk about how we have to dispose of the body and, just to freak them out, Keep them questioning.
I would prefer not to be associated with burying bodies.
You don't have to bury it. You could burn it.
What?
Oh, you two head back to the
Yes, we're heading back.
Is you a confused state? Okay.
Ooh.
Hello.
You see Basil and Zinc coming back, and while like Zinc is talking to Basil starts looking very concerned.
Is everything all right, Mrs. Sharon?
Oh, yes, it's fine. It's all right. We weren't talking about anything, and it was perfectly fine.
Exactly, no witnesses.
I see.
Mrs. Shun, with all love and respect to my heart, you know inherently that I'm not going to believe you when you say that.
Well, it's quite hot out here. I feel like we need to get to bed soon.
16 on my insight.
God damn!
Basil,
No poker face here.
make a persuasion or deception check. You do not have to say which.
I wonder which one. It's the fucking Key and Peele gift.
I'm never robbing a bank with you. I hope you know this now, Basil. We're never robbing a bank together.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
21.
So, you got what?
It's 21.
21. Basil seems to be. Yeah. Basil's speaking.
Whatever you say.
They bought it.
Like, Basil maybe seems a little stressed,
Good
but
job.
you're assuming it's just because of the situation and not because of any conversation.
No, all good.
Well-
Good job there. You are amazing under pressure over there.
Thank you.
I feel like witnessing this conversation in broad daylight, Cat's like she'd tell me if she wanted to. I'm just gonna leave it. There's obviously something up, but it is not worth my time right now.
Right.
So, any other conversations that would to be had?
No. Not right now.
All right. Everybody.
I would like to go to sleep, please.
Long rest or short
every-
rest?
Everybody
IRL.
Everybody is able
IRL.
to bed down for a long rest.
Thank God.
We will end the session there, but there is one more thing to be done.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, of course.
God
Oh.
damn.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus Christ.
That conversation me and Zink had was really funny.
That's what y'all talk about.
I had a rabbit
Nothing?
cat. It may have been a cat, might have been a raccoon. It's a little hard to tell in the dark. I just hope someone's feeding it. You know, it's attacked a few people. I was gonna teach it to rob. He liked to pickpocket, but never really kind of died before that.
Thanks, chat, for the anvil. Thanks.
Yeah.
My brain is dented.
I see.
Ouch.
Ouchie.
The
Oh,
anvil
wait.
busted my head open. Like a
I still have
coconut.
a trace of fucking glittery eyeshadow over my eye. God damn it. I didn't get it all off yet.
Do you?
Oops.
Conversation we had may or may not have had something to do with Kenshi.
Amazing poker face right there, by the way. Amazing poker face.
I see. Fuck. Did
I
you
was like-
ask it? Did you get boy advice from Zink or something?
I am not qualified to give advice.
I'm like, Eon Kath has too much on his plate. I need to talk to someone.
He's like,
And who's around here?
you
Zink's
want to
here.
dispose of a body?
Yeah, that's what she started
Like,
talking to me at the end of
how
that.
did
I was like,
I'm not really interested in being a part of anything to do with burying bodies.
We can freak them all out. We can be like, hey, you know,
No.
you don't have to bury it. We
No.
can burn it. We can throw it
Basil
into a
gets
lake.
peer pressured into helping them bury bodies.
Jesus Christ.
She would never.
You know?
Alright. I'm hop off and go hang out with my friends. and
Yeah.
such.
Alrighty
Later.
then. See you later. Fun
Okay.
times.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Nice,
I'm doing
nice.
good. I'm very excited for the next session. I as much as I enjoy combat, it's also like it's a lot sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I
and
just
I'm
want to
like-
roleplay, man.
He's like, I'm like, where is the story going?
I just want
I
to
must know the answers.
I want to get through the fighting and get to the deep juicy details.
Exactly. I'm like, oh, let's hear more about your traumatic backstory.
Yes. Yes. There's some
It
like
looks like
fun stuff that I'm excited about. Like
it looks like I have a new little pet.
what
There was a
the
little spider hiding behind my monitor.
Oh no!
He's a little guy.
Ah! I saw a spider like next to the shower whenever I went to go take a shower like a day or two ago. And I didn't know, like, I was worried for some reason. I had the irrational fear that if I tried to squish it with like a piece of toilet paper, it was gonna somehow jump onto my hand instead.
Oh.
And so I was like, I just took the Febreze off the counter and sprayed the Febreze at it.
Now it smells nice.
I don't know where the spider went.
It
had a hard time, though, with
Gave it a spritz of cologne, you know. It's gonna go like hit up some ladies now.
It was like, I think the scent was like either like some sort of like pumpkin-y smell or like an autumn scent, I think.
It smells like a Starbucks now.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
that I don't know if that spider's I don't think that spider lived long after that. Having like a straight dose of Febreze.
Smells like pumpkin spice.
It's just like breathes out autumn.
Like,
Oku, I need you to shut up. He's in the chat right now. He said the best part of squishing a spider is when a bunch of baby spiders come rushing out.
oh yeah, wolf spiders do that.
I hate everything about that, to be honest.
Yeah, they carry their babies on their back.
It's disgusting!
And then when you squish them, they all jump out. And they scatter.
Do you not like spiders? I mean, you seem pretty chill about the one behind your monitor.
I'm good with spiders.
Man.
You know, they're little guys, and they eat the bugs I don't like, and I give them cute little names.
It's really funny. I don't like spiders, but my last character in this campaign, like Kenton Knox, you know,
Was
literally
spiders.
is spider related.
Hey God.
They're all orientated around spiders.
The whole theming spiders.
Literally. Poor guy's
Oh
gone
my
through so
goodness.
much trauma.
That is hilarious.
The poor guy. Just all. It's really funny. One of the main things about them whenever I made them was that, like, Kent loves spiders, and on the other side is absolutely terrified of them. Absolutely terrified of spiders.
Oh God. So it's just like, hey, guess what, buddy? We got a surprise. What's a surprise of spiders?
Yes, because like his whole
but
story is
spiders.
literally like his whole world got like splooshed by spiders, and that's how everyone died.
Oh my God, just death be a
Yeah.
thousands and thousands of spiders.
Yeah, your last memory is just being like a bunch of spiders just pouring in and just enveloping everybody.
Oh God, that is terrifying.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. I'm guessing Trent went off to go to bed.
Yes.
Man, without even saying goodbye to us.
He opens.
Rude. He can pop in and say goodbye.
I know, it's cringe. He is cringe.
So cringe. Well, this was very fun. Very curious as to what the fuck they were talking about, but I think that was a fun note to end off of.
Oh yeah.
And of course, Austin went out to go hang out with his friends because
Yeah.
he wanted to
Well,
catch
you
him before
all,
they all go to bed.
everybody levels up to level 13.
Yeah.
Level
Do I do
up!
that?
Yeah, everybody.
Everybody
Oh,
levels
fuck
up.
yeah.
Yay!
So you should see in your character sheet the where if you scroll to the very top, there's a thing that shows your level. Oh, there's a little
Mhm.
like red symbol next to it.
Yeah. Little hamburger
if you-
dude.
Yeah, the hammer and anvil. If you click that, that'll level you up to your next level.
Alright.
Nice. Everyone levels up.
So-
The best birthday present.
Hey, whose birthday is it?
Not mine. Mine's in July though. It's coming.
Nice.
It's on its way.
Do I just click? You just keep clicking next until it's done?
I mean, unless it asks you for anything.
For you, it shouldn't have anything else to.
Oku in the chat says
Tongue
everyone
of the
levels up
sun and
except the
moon?
player the DM hates.
Next.
One
Apply.
XP short from leveling.
Yes. 13.
Hilarious. Alright, let's see who we can raid out to. Let's see. Do we have any friends doing anything? I see Icarus is playing Phasmophobia. Might raid out to
Fun.
Raid out to them. Yeah. Yeah, she's cool. Alrighty. I shall see you guys later. I'm gonna raid out the stream, and I hope you guys have a good night. Bye-bye.
You two have a good one.
Bye-bye. Okay. Chat. Assemble. Go get Icarus Deathbloom. Go give her the most love. Thank you all so much for joining. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. And yeah, thanks for hanging out. Can't wait to see you guys for the next one. Next D&D is on Tuesday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And otherwise, we don't have really any other plans. Everything's kind of random at the moment. Everything's been kind of random. But yeah, go give Icarus a whole lot of love. See you later.